I was on the internet the other day. I was on a GoFundMe page. It was a veteran. The write-up said, the VA did absolutely nothing for my family, and we were expecting some help. I did a video on VA Life, how much of a scam it is. A day later, I had a veteran paying $444 a month. Look at that number. And that is the number that I saved that family in cash because they got day one coverage for half the cost with more coverage. If they die tomorrow, it kicks in. The wife gets a check. The biggest insurance scams and myths that veterans deal with on a daily basis. It's absolutely ridiculous. I gotta calm it down, guys. I just had a baby girl, my blood pressure. I can't stand when people mess with vets. When the government messes with veterans, when the public messes with veterans. There's all types of scams out there right now with vets. Disability scams, buyout scams, bait and switch tactics. Hey, your Xfinity account was just debited. Click here to put your bank. Stop doing this, guys. If it ain't from someone you trust, don't click on it. Anyways, GoFundMe funerals are the saddest thing on earth. Should a veteran be put up on GoFundMe for a funeral? Let's go serve our country just to come home and have everyone else pay for my funeral. How ass backwards is this country right now? Couple myths for the veterans out there looking at life insurance. My company has worked with more veterans than any other company out there. My company has built relationships with all the insurance carriers in the United States, and they know that when we bring them something, it's going to be a vet, and we need to get them the proper coverage. Now, if the health is too bad, it's too bad. But a lot of veterans think that their health is way too bad for good coverage. So they just start filling out all this garbage. Stop doing it and talk to a professional. We Protect Veterans is the most reliable, credible insurance agency, group of advocates, professionals that's going to help walk you through this. There's half vets here, there's half civilians. We're all established in the world of insurance and we know what we're doing. At the end of the day, this is saving you, the veteran, money. Ethical, we have integrity. You're a vet. You guys deserve the best, to be honest with you. But GoFundMe can't be your funeral. And I shouldn't be sending vets $300 for an Instacart because he had no groceries. How does a decorated Vietnam vet not have groceries? Don't you think that there should be some level of constant care for the person that went and had bullets flying out their freaking head, jumping through rice paddies? In 2022, there was 6,400 veteran suicides. Veteran suicide is no joke. I talk to vets every day that have PTSD, and I basically have to look directly at them. If we're on Zoom, I have to ask them directly, do you mind if I ask you some tough questions here? The most respectful way I possibly can. Key stats, 2024, 6,392 veterans died by suicide, 17 and a half every single day. It's 57% higher than non-veterans. If you're a veteran, you're signing up for a 57% higher chance of committing suicide than a civilian. Ages 18 to 34 have the highest suicide rate. Combat exposed and medically discharged veterans are especially at a higher risk. Since 2001, 140,000 veterans have died by suicide. That's more than double the number of U.S. troops killed in Iraq and Afghanistan. The war is at home. The war is right here. This is why I always talk mental health, addiction, recovery. I love veterans. I can forget about what's going on in my life and help you because you deserve it. You flat out deserve it. PTSD, TBI, chronic pain, no support with therapy. The guy I talked to today, how do you treat your PTSD, sir? I treat my PTSD holistically. And I did go to therapy. How come you don't go to therapy anymore? My VA couldn't hold down a therapist. So your VA is taking in hundreds of millions of dollars from a life insurance scam called VA Life, and they're cutting jobs and can't get our vets who have a 57% higher rate for suicide. You can't get that person help. You can't get them help. Oh, you can definitely get them help. When it comes to life insurance and suicide, every life insurance policy, no matter what company, no matter what type, it's got a 2-year contestability period. That is different than the 2-year waiting period that comes with these guaranteed acceptance garbage, scammy, stupid policies. Colonial Penn, Globe Life, AARP, Gerber, American Income, Lincoln Heritage, all of these companies marketing through the mail, clickbait, bait and switch. If we can't get this right, we're not going to have a military anymore. Military recruitment has faced significant challenges in recent years. There have been some improvements. The overall trend indicates ongoing difficulties in attracting new service members. In the Army, fiscal years 2022-2023, the Army missed its recruitment goals by nearly 25%, falling short by 15,000 troops each year. Navy and Air Force, both branches struggled to meet their recruitment targets, with the Navy particularly facing challenges in attracting qualified candidates. Eligibility issues. Only 23% of Americans aged 17 to 24 are eligible to serve without a waiver, primarily due to obesity, drug use, and other disqualifying factors. Recruitment incentives. Over the past 3 years, more than $6 billion has been allocated to recruitment and retention efforts. So hold on a second. We're down 25% in the Army, but $6 billion has been put into recruiting. What is going on? The Navy awarded bonuses to approximately 70,000 sailors annually, more than double the Army's, despite being a smaller branch. I'm gonna talk about a couple insurance companies that veterans should never, ever look at. I got into an argument with a vet today. This vet had a TruStage term policy. You don't have to take medical exams. You can get the policy. Navy Federal sometimes offers it. Banks offer it. You can go online and get it. Now, I can offer TruStage, but the TruStage I offer is way different than what you can pick up yourself. The scumbag agent said, nope, it's level term. It never changes in price. It's 20 years. I sent him the underwriting guide and I highlighted increasing premiums, meaning every 5 years the cost goes up. So some scumbag wanted a commission, said what he needed to say to the vet. Now that veteran is screwed. TruStage, AARP, Globe Life, they have term coverages that increase every 5 years and drop you at the age of 80. So if you fill out that damn flyer and you send it back in and you have coverage, yeah, sure, you have coverage, but you're in a policy that pays out 1 out of 100 times. So unless you know for a fact you're that 1 out of 100, you're screwing your family over. You can't go through with policies like this. They're just as bad as the VA policy. Now, AARP, Globe Life, AAA, Gerber, TruStage, they all offer whole life, which is permanent coverage, but there's no coverage for 2 full years. So just like the VA, these companies are scamming vets for 2 full years. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars. I can get 9 out of 10 vets day one coverage. I could save vets $85 million in the next 2 years. Not a big deal at all. Watching a lot of these veteran influencers and all the stuff they're saying about the VA, and I'm starting to read up on it more and learn more and follow these guys. No one wants to work together. Our recruitment numbers are down. There's crappy products being given to these people. As long as the system is going to keep failing these vets, as long as they're not going to have the resources, you're always going to have alcoholism, drug addiction, domestic violence. I had a guy today call me a godsend on the phone. Now that's absolutely ridiculous. But when you're a veteran couple, fixed income, no savings, no cash buried in the backyard, active mortgage, if he dies tomorrow and she loses his income, she's losing the home. He talked to 10, 12 agents, said all of them just tried jamming policies down his throat, charging him hundreds and hundreds of dollars a month. I showed the man half the cost for double the coverage, and he called me a godsend. I laughed. Sir, how can I be a godsend? Because when I die, my friend, this conversation right here is going to keep my wife alive financially. I will help any vet. If you have coverage, if you don't have coverage, I'll help you with disability. I'll help you with other insurances. Last week, we talked to 650 vets as a team, 100 a day. We hear a lot of the issues. We hear a lot of problems, and we want to bring them to light. We also want to get some veterans on here, and I want to hear your side of the story. I just interviewed Jamal Washington, amazing human being. He actually is coming to work with us. We have hired 10 vets over the last 20, 30 days. We're here to help. You can make a good living helping veterans. We're going to do it the right way. So hit the like, hit the subscribe, criticize, comment, give me some ideas. What do you guys want to talk about? What do you want to know about? I will frickin' gather up all the damn intel and we can break it down. Now, all the veterans out there, let's get a quick rundown. Colonial Penn, Worst insurance company on earth. AARP, god awful. Any product. They do have their wheelhouse. Life insurance is not one of them. Globe Life, Gerber, AAA, State Farm, American Income, awful. Lincoln Heritage, overpriced. True Stage, without an agent, no good. Any life insurance policy without an agent or underwriter present, no good. At the VA, SGLI, Service Group Life Insurance. As an active member, you have 480 days when you leave to convert to VGLI. Here's one gap in communication. Hey guys, this policy goes up in price every 5 years, just like all the other garbage scams do. When you turn 75 and you have a $500,000 policy, you'll be paying $2,000+ a month for your insurance. Thanks, VA. Appreciate you. Now their new coverage, VA Life. I went over that one last week. Please go check that video. Makes me want to burn a house down. That's how bad that coverage is. Nobody in the house, by the way. You just have to find the right people to do it. We Protect Vets is the most credible group in the country to do this. Go look at our reviews. We are very credible. We care. This veteran suicide stuff, this insurance scam stuff, and this non-existent recruiting in our country has to scare you. I love you guys. It's been a crazy week for me. If I seem tired, I apologize. If you're a veteran out there and you're looking for work, email me, because I'll let you just talk to the other veterans that work here and they'll tell you what's going on. They're changing their lives financially by helping other vets. It doesn't get any better. I love you guys. Thank you so much for your service. We appreciate your time, energy. It's an honor and a privilege to serve you guys.